Okay, so we are seeing the effects of climate change around the world, on land, but sometimes it is a little harder for the everyday person to see the impact in the ocean, not just from warming temperatures, but also pollution as well. Joining us live to talk more about this and possible solutions, Daniela Fernandez, the founder and CEO of Bay Area-based Sustainable Ocean Alliance. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. So happy to be here with you today.
Okay, first of all, love your background there with the whales.
I have to channel the ocean anywhere I go, even on Zoom.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so first off, let's just get the basics out of the way. What does the SOA do, and how did Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff play into this?
So Sustainable Ocean Alliance recruits, empowers, and funds young people globally to create solutions for our ocean. Mark Benioff reached out to me back in 2018 when he had this idea of creating an ocean accelerator to empower and build more solutions for our ocean. And so we partnered up and we built the first ever accelerator program to support these technological advancements that we desperately need for our ocean.
Okay, so the ocean for us here in the Bay is super important, not only for, pleasure, but also it affects our weather patterns. It keeps us nice and cool in the summertime. Can you talk more about what is happening in our ocean right now?
Absolutely. Well, not only is our ocean our second biggest source of oxygen, but it's also the biggest carbon sink. So when we think about the temperatures that are skyrocketing globally and the fact that the ocean is absorbing these temperatures and the fact that 3.1 billion people depend on the ocean as a primary source of protein, we are talking about the ocean being at the forefront of our climate crisis.
And it seems like you're really trying to get people involved at a young age. Is that to hope that they will make a lasting impact as they go throughout their life?
Well, the reality is that this generation does not have to be convinced that climate change is real because we've grown up with this reality. And as a matter of fact, what we need to do is fund and support their ideas. There are so many innovative and amazing solutions that are out there, and we have to find them and support them from the grassroots level all the way to the for-profit side of things.
Yeah, I do find that barrier is much lower with, Gen Zers. They immediately know the effects of climate change. So what can individuals do to help make an impact?
I would say that no matter who you are, you need to pay attention in your professional and personal life because we don't have a lot of time. Whether it be using your own skill set towards mentoring an up-and-coming entrepreneur that has a new climate and ocean solution. If you're an investor, especially investors in the Bay Area that have traditionally invested in technology, turn your attention to climate and ocean tech because not only is it going to be profitable, but it's also going to secure the fate of our planet. And as an everyday citizen, watch your energy levels, your consumption, your meat consumption, and also support brands and corporations that are actually making a difference on our planet, as opposed to corporations that are, simply greenwashing or blue washing and setting very lofty goals, as opposed to setting short-term goals that they can meet. So I think that we all have our responsibility and also the ability to do something in our own lifetime.
I do feel like when you relate it to people's wallets and how they can potentially save money by, doing action now, I feel like that makes a huge impact with a lot of people. But the big thing was, when the whole world shut down, the pandemic, that was a whole host of issues for a lot of people. But in our oceans, the coral reefs actually came back to life.
Yes, and our entire ocean and nature rebounded when we were stuck at home. And I think the reality is also that our energy levels went down. And now we're seeing a spike again in carbon dioxide emissions because we're back, in our everyday life. So the reality is our planet is going to rebound on its own, but we may not be as lucky. When you look at the heat waves that are happening all around the world, there's 2,000 people that died just, in one day in Europe because of the disaster that we're facing. So I think that it's a wake-up call for all of us to know that we are in a climate emergency and the entire world needs to wake up and take action right now.
Yeah, the impact's becoming more tangible. Daniela, thank you so much for joining us. To learn more, go to impact.soalliance.org. and we'll be right back.